I think this is a really good tee. I think that's your maybe pro tee. Maybe try to think more of having a larger green and have several different lobes to play to different sections of it from different angles, like that angle, this angle, that angle.
All right, welcome back to another Jimmy Cage video. It's a little bit early for me, but today what we have some golf course designers, people around the golf industry, work on golf courses, own golf courses, just like the whole aspect. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through a whole golf design. We're gonna have a whole golf design made. Today's a big day. All the dirt work's getting ready to be done. Now we're finally kind of just moving to planting grass, engineering of like tee boxes, engineering of the greens, just like the whole 9 yards. But I'm gonna introduce you guys to Jeff. Just give yourself a rundown of like everything, what you've been involved in, just kind of like your background.
I'm just a local golf course superintendent, and I have been for 35 plus years. So my buddy Mark called me up, and here we are introduced to one another. And I'm just kind of looking at what your vision is and what you've got going on here. So it looks like you got a good start. And it's a beautiful piece of property, no doubt.
Thank you.
But I've been involved with several Fazio projects from start to finish. The Palmer course, I'm currently at it. Osage National. So we expanded from 18 to 27 years ago, but it's been a while. The golf construction has kind of slowed down, so I'm kind of taking a back seat back more to just growing and watering and growing and mowing. So.
Hey, that's perfect. What do you think so far? We got this one tee box here. I don't know if it's going to stay.
I assume the green's in that clearing down there.
Yeah, it's right, like kind of off towards that field. Getting
multiple tee boxes maybe benched around this slope, so you got different angles.
That the original plan was I was gonna have here, one about middle, and then one way down there. But I mean, right here it's like 240, but it's playing like 180, 190. Because of that elevation change. So I want to keep them higher up here. So there's one down there. You'll have like a P wedge at most a 9. So, and that's what I like. I want more of a challenge. I don't want it 100-yard shot. I just want each spot where you have separated tee boxes.
And as you should know, you're going to be restricted by where you can see the green, how far you can go back. So I think you got a great location there. What I envision is get that thing probably 3 or 4 times as big as it is. I mean, we can accumulate material, create a water valley here by moving dirt here, maybe moving this way to another tee over here. I don't know what you have here involved with taking out how much of these trees and all that. So
we're kind of just waiting, because wherever the first tee box is going to be, we're going to clear a valley, so there's trees on both sides, kind of like you have a lane. That was kind of the plan. But down there where the other tee box is, we've already started clearing, like you have a perfect shot in there. But I don't know. And then another thing was on the left side of this was to put a pond like down by the green so we can water it. But I also want it for that view, and then a view over here where you can see the river.
Well, we were talking a while ago about some of these areas where they really start dropping off the banks of the tee, like converting those into the natives, like some native grasses, and keeping everything just maybe 10 or 15 feet around the tee and really pristine. And then having the zoysia tee tops, or whatever is commonly used here. It's our premier grass. And then just allowing some native stuff to grow there. One is the wildlife will enjoy it, and two, it's a transition between these nicer areas and what's really native out there. So that's something to think about. I
wanted to kind of put like a little bit of a fairway up into the green, because it's like, I don't know, I thought it'd be cool, like you can also use it like a chipping area. And or if you top one, which I'm probably gonna do a lot of that, you top it in there, you still have a shot in.
Now where are you looking at the possible placing the green at?
So the green, we'll go down there and look, but it kind of just drops off, so off towards the field, like further towards the field, so we can get off. So as far back as we can push it that way.
For the distance. You want it as long as possible. And I totally agree. Get you a nice fairway approach in there where short balls land there. And frame it with some bunkers. I like it. Pretty. Let's go down there. thinking water feature there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit larger green.
Okay.
Because you can't, it's not like a Lego. You can't like build it like, oh man, I wish I'd made it bigger.
Yeah.
Well, then you can't match them back up.
Yeah.
I don't know, what are you thinking about? Any bunkering?
Yeah.
Sand, maybe several bunkers scattered.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, the ground's got a nice roll to it already. I would look at maybe trying to expand it this way unless you have other intentions a little bit.
So go this way instead of that?
Yes, I think your bank right here, I'm seeing this is maybe at the edge of a green here.
Okay.
And this bank goes down. What's going down in that low spot? Just grass?
Grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grass. But I could see this being the edge of the green there and expand
this way.
Way over there. We can accumulate some dirt there where it starts to get back in the shade. Bring some of that material up here to build up that back. I can see nice kind of a shallow bunker in there. You can see a bunker in there. I mean, I could take some flags and, I mean, I'm talking like 30 feet over that. 3,500 square foot green is not a very big green. No, just to throw it out. You double that, and now that gives you a lot of flexibility to do some things. So if the pond's there, then we're just going to do like a spillway, and then it's going to run back this way towards the river then. 100-yard tee for the ladies, and then stick a bunker there where then they have to hit over water and a bunker.
Yeah,
that may be a little tough. If we got room that away, bench in a little bunker there. Which is good about it, this spot, because if that's going to be a pond, and when you need to put the drainage in, you got that pond right there to run it to.
Yep.
Or if it goes back this way, we can daylight it back here. You want it to surface drain. You don't necessarily want it bowled out where water will sit on it on a hot day like today. If a thunderstorm comes out, typically you'd like to have at least a couple different directions where the water sheets by how you finish, and then the subfloor will be how the finished product is. So when we get to that, I would seriously try to hog some dirt over here.
Okay. I just had another question about the bunkers. Is there any way that we could use some of the that's around here, like as a cool aspect? I don't know if it's possible.
So the course I work at, Osage National, they went in, they put some Osage River sand in.
Okay.
It's really coarse textured, it's not fine, it's not pretty, it's brown, but it's native and it fits in.
I mean, yeah, I'd like white sand, but I think it'd be cool to have like the river, because I mean,
yeah. And you get bright green grass, it don't matter. There's courses that have black sand.
Yeah. Out
in Montana, they use some old slags, ground up slag stuff that's just black. From a distance, you're going to want a pretty good sized green. It's going to be more eye appealing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing I have learned is, and dirt movers, he probably knows, when you think you got enough dirt in a spot, you just keep adding. Yeah. Because you'll always run out. If you want to plant some trees, I'd plant them here on the west side. So like completely wide open on the east side, and in August by 3 or 4 o'clock, you got trees and you start shading it. Okay. I think you're probably over here as far as you want to go. Okay. I would tend to more work this way, accumulate some more material, and probably at least 3 if not 4 times the size of that. Okay. Mark had a good suggestion, is it'd be okay for the water to kind of drain that way a little bit, but you don't want to be standing on the tee like this. But I would get that tee here, and if it's here, you may even want to go over it a little bit more. Okay. So he'll have to accumulate enough dirt. Got it. He's probably not bad here from that orange tag to the front. That'd be a pretty good sized tee. That would go good here, and then wherever your other one is, do the same thing. Just him. You just want to be able to see the green, see everything when you're standing on the tee.
With me, I like this because you have a tee box here and it just stretches all the way around the course, instead of just having one tee box here and then one in front of it and one in front. I don't like that. Kind of like each tee box gives you a different shot into the green. You can always have different views, you get different everything. So just for me, the way I would design a course is the way I want it.
You got any pictures of one of these greens with the open well and everything that you could email me or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to take some of this material, I'm going to push it to the outside, or gather this up and create that well. 16. Okay, can't be 8 over here, and it can't be 22 over there. It's going to be 16.
All right, so basically with this meeting, what we got all the designs, everything like you heard, it's working out, but there's just some things like You have to have certain ways for the green, certain this, like everything has to be to literally an inch. You can't even be off an inch or it messes everything up. But what the main thing I have to start working on after clearing all of this is power. I need to get power and water, because literally I can't run a golf course without power and water. So that's the main thing. Start getting a pond or a lake, and then we do power, and then we can mess with the rest of the dirt work. But this is a good base to start off with. We're doing good. But I've been on the right track. I'm like,
oh yeah,
okay.
I think you got, it's a beautiful view. It's gonna make a really pretty hole.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thanks for coming out, I appreciate it.
Yep, enjoyed it.
Did some thanks to Jeff for coming out here and looking at my stuff, because he did like a 2-hour drive. I'll talk to you guys here in a minute. We got the trees cleared. We can finally see off this edge. Trees are going to get completely cleared, and we'll be able to see right into the green. We have a view of the. I've got to go to Kansas for a little bit and do some work, but I'll be back down here a week and a half. I don't know, sometime. I got a lot of things I got to do, but this will be completely done, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.